Like robot, their feet racing and falling in perfect unit, hundreds of women soldiers of the North Korea People Army marched across Kim Il Sung Square in Pyongyang to mark 16 years since the end of the Korean War. In perfect rank 24 across the progress as thought a slide rule has been used to place every regimented limb. Their toes encased inlaid up mid-high heels point at the same angle as the front of each stride stretches out to within inches of the rank in front. Such togetherness is the result of hundreds of hours of drills in soulless barracks where the required perfect their marching formation either by linking arm, arms or even by being tied together at the neck with ropes. It is a show of physical discipline that would be the envy of the Corps de Ballet at Convent Garden. But more than any sense of artistry, this sense at the weekend was designed to be a ruthless display to military power. We are used to seeing this kind of musical flexing on old films released from Nazi Germany or Stalin Russia. But it is the presence of so many regiments of female soldiers which is so fascinating. Every woman has her hair cut to exactly the same prescribed length on the nape of the neck. Each woman has either one of two medals on her wrist chest depending on her service record, while they also reported ceremonial cords wrapped around each stood. The cap badge shows the red star that appears to the national flag, while the mini skirt's uniform is completed with short socks over flesh colored tights. Thought few outside this most secretive of nations are aware of it. More than 10% of the army is made up of women. Indeed, some reports from defectors suggest the figure could be as high as 40%. Given that the army boasts a total of 1.2 million troops, this means that in theory there could be close to half a million women in service. One of the main reasons is the is that thousands of male soldiers starved or to death or deserted their posts during the Great Famine which devastated the improvised nation in the 90s. As a result, the ruling party has turned off female soldiers to fill the gaps. Unlikely their male counterparts in the armed forces, their girl soldiers undergo only selective conscription. They have already been subjected to ideological brainwashing at school where they learn how to conjugate English verbs with such phrases as we are killing American or we have killed American, followed by 300 horse annual paramilitary training in the obligatory Red Guard youth. Most of this takes place at school or in a dedicated week-long summer camp. North Koreans are drafted at the age of 17. Thought those bright enough to go to university join later and have to undergo 6 months in a military training camp since they are more likely to be officer material. Some facts of life in North Korea cannot be hidden from view, which is why recently the country had to reduce its military minimum height requirement from 4 feet 9 inch 145 centimeter to 4 feet 8 inch 142 centimeter to include shorter women unfortunate enough to have been born painfully undernourished during the terrible famines. All conscripts have to serve for between 3 and 5 years, beginning with a month of intensive training in which corporal punishment are not unknown. The military day being at 5 p.m. and does not end until 10 p.m. Meals are based on a daily ration of 650 gram to 750 gram of rice. The woman gets a fortnight live just once during their entire period of service, which can include 10 days off to get married or for the funeral of a parent. And they are certainly not merely a ceremonial adornment to make national parades more eye-catching. Female soldiers are increasingly present in frontline companies thought to them are most heavily represented in physiological warfare units, hospitals, and administration. Many of them guards fixed military installations near their hometowns. One female soldier, Kim Ok, he who escaped to South Korea, was an instructor at North Korea so-called 4.25 boot camp, a mechanist division whose mission is to guard the coastline against attacks by enemy paratroopers. She told a newspaper women were being deployed in frontline unit. Most of the military units along the North Korea coast are manned with women and there are independent women regiments and more women battalions, Kim said. She claimed that propaganda songs have been written to attract more women into coastal artillery units and that women fighters now guards nearly all tunnel and brigades in North Korea. She recalled that in 1997 about a dozen of her school classmates volunteered for the army and were supported by their parents because this would at least reduce the chances of them starving to death. Certainly, North Korea bellicose young leader Kim Jong Un understands the need to recruit women to the military. Recently, he was photographed surrounded by smiling female soldiers challenging on to his arms in what is presumably thought would be a bountiful public relation exercise. But the life that awaits these women can be brutal while those with good looks or family influence are deployed in more desirable postings such as medical units elsewhere sexual abuse is pervasive. Thought women stations in barracks are separated from the men. This does not deter senior officers from seeking to sexual exploit the young female recruits who, according to exiles who have fled this nightmare country, they use as sex slaves. The same exiles also reports that because units have to be moved constantly so that the troops do not consume the limited food available in any one area, sexual transmitted diseases are rampant in the army as a result of late night coupling on buses and trains. The life in the army for a woman man may be less precarious than that of civilians. The conscripts know that if they step out of line, they and their parents face life sentences in penal labor camps. No wonder they made so swear every stride in that parade at the weekend was inch perfect.